I'm broadcasting.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Guy and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You already know what I'm going to be doing on defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Wide.
First down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
I'm going to have a guy man coverage on him at all times.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy
he could be my coach on offense.
And it's 3rd and 5. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start.
I need Deluxe too.
Season only caught one pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. He can get open. You know his quarterback will find him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, the side or the underpass,
the Steelers
right?
Call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
The fuck you ain't let it play for? This is Cali boy, but he's using Pittsburgh. What kind of shit is that?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice gain there. It's going to be taken down just shy of the 20. And now for Elliott, Charles, against Green Bay, 125 yards on the ground. Became the first Cowboy rookie to rush for over 100 in a playoff game since Dwayne Thomas way back in 1970.
Another significant record added to what Ezekiel Elliott did in 2016. And just look at it this way. Everyone who watches NFL football pays lip service to the idea that the running game is important. I think Ezekiel Elliott really brought it back into focus in this season.
And he finished just 178 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's rookie record. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver.
Hell no, he didn't block that shit.
Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
He's just giving full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field.
Run the ball,
not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was leading.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. Give him 8 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now for him, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed a tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And he checks this one down to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space.
That doesn't piss me off. He goes for it.
And keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field. So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He said throw it straight ahead to Jason Witten.
Prescott looks to throw on first, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And you think of all the years, speaking of Witten, that he's been around, but that touchdown catch he had against the Packers in the playoffs this year, that was his first postseason career TD.
Come on. That's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true. Where did you get that stat?
Now, that's not as much his fault as their lack of postseason appearances, but it was his first.
That's for real? That's legit?
That is legit.
Hard to believe.
Still, and this is a guy that hasn't missed a game since his rookie season in 2003.
And I don't think he's going to miss a game in 2017 either. I think he's energized and wants to come back and chase the ring. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Prescott now from the 50. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone...
Oh, hell no.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A screen to Bell. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. And on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Over the middle, here to Coates. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense.
That's a good-ass game right now.
It ended in a big drop.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Yeah.
So the D-line's going to spread out. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
I already know what he's doing.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They come out here in the I. Roethlisberger keeps it. They'll give him a yard on the play.
Fuck no. That shit was not a first down.
And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Flushed out right. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, how the
like
fuck?
this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Another extra point opportunity here. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Oh, fuck. Fucking cheated me though, that last fucking drive. The fumble, my player had the ball in his hands.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
First and goal here from the 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Woo, hey.
On second down, it's Bell.
Ah,
and
missed
he's
it.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0.
All right, man.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They start on the ground with Elliott. Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
Yeah, it's a
They
back.
blitzed defensively there,
Yes,
but
he
he
is
was
already
able to
back through
slip
that.
through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They
You know
saw
what?
the blitz
Oh,
coming.
my God.
They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still
Nice
going
remote dive.
all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, go get the charger.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds.
There we go. Yeah.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah. That's why I just threw it.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott complete to Jason Witten. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
Jason Witten, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Got an idea.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw is Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, good hurdle.
Oh, hell no, that's fucking bullshit.
They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Again, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll go again with Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Charles, you think Big Ben is happy to have Antonio Brown on the other side of his passes?
You know he is, but he also expects it. This is how their offense runs best. When those two get together, especially early, and continue to do it throughout the game, the end result is the one we're seeing right now. They're ahead on the board.
It has been early and often. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. A screen to Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now.
Yeah, I swear it's huge.
You spent
that
some
ball
time
bounced
on
back.
Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing. Prescott. It's an 8-yard pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 10th carry now for Elliott. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Finding time. Now in desperation. And, a crusher. It's intercepted. Picked off. William Gay. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. After the penalty, it's Bell.
What the
and they'll
fuck,
take it down
yo?
at the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on
Fucking
3rd
dude's
down.
right there.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Please go up, please go up, please. Fuck bitch.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor. But it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They call.
It's over, bad.
It's intercepted.
Alright, I'm gonna play another game. Oh yeah. I feel like using Arizona, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Nah. Stick to Cowboys. Oh,
I'm Larry
shit.
Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Falcons going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Yeah, what that?
And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 38 yards. And it'll be first down Atlanta. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw again is Ryan. That's caught at the 2. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Shipped together here from the D-line. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan taking it in. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Hey, Bat, you still up?
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
You know I ain't get on.
Fielded about a yard deep.
I'm saying, no one still hasn't got it on.
By the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
He's quite an eyeful, isn't he? Big, strong, physical guy. When he came out of school and when I looked at my draft board, I went back through my notes to see how I had him rated. The number 2 back on my board coming out of college. Why? As I mentioned, big, strong, powerful guy, faster than you would think, and has the ability to catch the football out of the backfield, something that we didn't know he truly possessed. We saw that in the offseason workouts. Now he's putting his running ability to good use in the NFL.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And say hello to the Atlanta Falcons on defense. So many baby faces. Charles, as you and I have talked about, 7 first- or second-year starters. And they're going to have their hands full against Tom Brady and the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
They certainly are. And when you talk about some of those baby faces, think about these rookie starters. Deion Jones at middle linebacker. Devondre Campbell at outside linebacker. Keanu Neal at safety. But it's a second-year guy that I'm keeping my eye on for this game. That's Vic Beasley. Led the league in sacks with 15.5, and that's force enough. But he also forced 6 fumbles. And if he can get back to Tom Brady and have a few strip sacks, that could change the game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the counter, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And before the Falcons take over on offense, a stat that is definitely worth mentioning. They have scored this year 540 points, tied for 8th all-time in league history. But my question to you, if you had to pick one key for this offense to be successful against New England, what do you think that would be?
Offensive line. And I know that's not a very sexy thing to talk about, but the rebuild of the Falcons' offensive line over the last 2 to 3 seasons has put them in a position to where they are in a Super Bowl. Because that offensive line allows all that great talent at the skill positions absolutely flourish. The front office and the head coach, a tremendous collaboration in building that roster.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on.
Bad boy, bad boy.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 71 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Man.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. A first down carry by Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here. The NFL on EA Sports. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
But
both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's go! 538!
Prescott to throw this time. And he whips that one incomplete there. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On second down, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Ryan surveying the field. That's caught at the 3. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. So I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
He's got a man complete. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up 1st downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
1 man in the backfield, Elliott. They go play action here on 1st down. He hits Beasley right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. 3rd down here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Back now in Arlington. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting from their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Play clock winding down. Now Prescott steps away. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On second down, here's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 43 yards. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. All right, they're going to try to keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now here come the Cowboys. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Well, Prescott here to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Let's go! They'll run. McFadden. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The defensive coordinator can't.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And oh, this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. 23 yards on the play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Shift together here from the D-line. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Well, look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. Got it. Yep, Atlanta football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
You know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And
were you up this whole time or you fell asleep? Hell yeah, you missed a good ass game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
I felt like it was gonna be a good game. But like he scored on me first. I got the ball back. I scored, and then we kept turning it over, and I picked it off. And ever since I got a pick for 6, he just went downhill for him. You gonna get off or? I'm gonna watch some Arrow or something. I don't know.